Time to go for gold here in Dubai. It's the compound women's individual gold medal match between Italy's Andrea Virgilio and the RAF's Tatiana Andrievskaia. Well, Nikki, a high-quality match here. Tokyo 2020 individual bronze in Virgilio of Italy going up against an athlete who also competed at the Tokyo Paralympic Games. That is a world silver and bronze medalist. World number 2 versus world number 11. Virgilio versus Andrievskaia. Big match, eh?
Huge match. Great athletes. Let's see what they can do.
A lot of pressure on this one. A world title at stake. The first big major championships since the Paralympic Games, and it's Andrievskaia to get us underway. Better start from the Italian.
She just came off that hinge a little bit there, like the follow through. Just want to see that break a little bit cleaner. Maybe the cause of that 9 to the right.
Consistently in the 9s, but not necessarily in terms of the grouping, which is what these archers look for. Opportunity is taken here by Virgilio for a 2-point lead after the first of 5 ends. Is it me, or is Andrievskaia just at full draw, just holding on a little bit longer than her Italian opponent?
Yeah, I mean, slightly, and that's okay. People take different amounts of time at full draw, but what we really look for is that consistency of the timing. So how long you're at full draw for, and that's the same every time, going through the same shot process. Some people are a little bit quicker, some people are a little bit longer. That's okay. Like I say, it's the consistency on that individual.
Well, targets marked. Virgilio with the early lead here. This high quality individual women's gold medal match. Tatiana Andrievskaia is 49 years old and the world number 11, trailing by 2, but with bags of experience, will shoot first in the second end. Well, that is a big door open for Andrievskaia.
Quite different techniques being used by both of them. That trigger release. Tatiana, you see almost a bit of a punch there, that thumb. Whereas Andrea on the hinge, just trying to push and pull around. Much better shot.
Well, first perfect of the match. I think we could have guessed that was coming at some point. Quality of these two athletes. World number 2 here from Italy. Recovering from a 7. Is that in the 9 though? For a 55. So a 2-point lead swings from one side of the target to the other. The Italian led by 2 after the first end. It's now Andrievskaia who has a hold on the lead by 2 points. So just having a quick check of that 9. Nikki, I can't resist it. Tell us about this unconscious squeeze versus the punching. You've talked about this before, and we're seeing it right here now.
You know, what's important about recurve or compound archery is that execution of the shot, and it depends whether that execution is conscious or subconscious. Whatever release aid you use, it could be either, but it's a difference between you deciding, I am going to shoot now, and I see Andrievskaia doing that. I see a little movement of her thumb, like she's going to shoot now. So I would say she's shooting consciously. What we want to try and get to, in my opinion, of course this is only an opinion, is that we're just making a holistic big movement where you're not even thinking about it, you just move, and it goes off. Because under these pressure scenarios, I think that is more likely to hold up to it and be strong. So yeah, that's my take on it.
Well, your opinion is the only opinion as far as I'm concerned. And I should point out that nobody wants an unconscious squeeze. That could be a little dangerous. We're looking at a subconscious squeeze here. But Andrievskaia using the punch to get herself her first perfect score here. Leading by 2. So Andrea Virgilio of Italy is going to shoot first in the third end. There we get that sort of more natural feeling. It's just pulling through. And we get a good view here of Andrievskaia. Thumb on that release. And you can really see what Nikki's talking about, the pressing of the release aid to let it go.
What's interesting here though about Andrea, right, is the way it goes off, and it's almost a twist at the end. And what she might be doing is she might be deciding from her wrist that it's going to go, because you can just kind of flick through your wrist and make that release aid go off, rather than like talked about that holistic big movement from your back. So if you can see a little bit of movement from her wrist, then it's more likely that she might as well be doing a conscious release.
Coordinate that one. Drifted high, that's for sure. Oh, stadium announcer's slightly changing her mind there. That is a clear 9 for an 83. Ooh, that one's close as well.
9.
Might just have tickled the line. That's certainly what the stadium announcer thinks. So it's provisional 85. Depending on what's happened to that second arrow, we have to wait for the judges to confirm that. We've got 2 arrows that are subject to a measure. You can see them there. You talk about this sort of... You think that maybe the Italian is doing something conscious. Just go back through that. You're talking about rolling of the wrist. You're talking about the back arm here, yeah?
Yeah, so when we look at that backhand in the release aid, like I say, she's got a release aid where she's just, it's like a hinge, so as you kind of pull and change the angle of that release aid, it should go off. But sometimes we see kind of a twist of that hand, which I think again is a little bit of a conscious thinking of making that release aid go off when she wants to, rather than keeping that lovely back tension moving. And we see a slightly different follow through. You want to see a follow through from the back of the archer, where you look at the tip of the elbow, and that tip of the elbow moves around and almost down, just follows a line. We probably wouldn't see that if we stood right behind her. We'd probably see it go forward a little bit and down instead. You know, it's not windy conditions. They can probably get away with it a bit here, but it's just my opinion. I'd rather see archers shooting that subconscious technique. It's going to hold up much stronger long term.
Well, we've had a confirmation of the scores. 84-85 is what we're seeing on our official scoreboard, and that's what we've got here as well. So nothing between the two of them, but 1 point a difference means that Virgilio will shoot first, and he ended up drifting out to the left again. That is not the consistency that Nikki's been talking about. That's the second one to go out to the left. This one a little higher than the other one. Does Andrievskaia sniff an opportunity? She certainly does.
Little twitch. Did you see that little twitch? That's what I'm talking about. So if it's conscious, sometimes you see a little twitch, the brain thinks, oh, go now. Oh. So keep that long feeling through your back. Much better. I think it's becoming the RAF archer's favour now.
Leading by 3 with 1 to go. I'd certainly agree with you here. But Virgilio's got to put down something big here. Just got to stay in this. Gives herself a fighting chance with a 1-1-2. But a 7 for the shoot-off, an 8 for the world title. Andrievskaia on the shooting line. Andrievskaia on top of the podium here in Dubai. She's done it by 2 points in the end. A 1-1-4 plays 1-1-2, and Tatiana Andrievskaia of the RAF is the world champion. Well, apologies, she's not the world champion. She's got another end to go here. I'm getting ahead of myself here, Nikki.
It's an exciting match. I'm not surprised.
She's not far away from being the world champion, though, is she? 2 points, and there's these 2 arrows going left, isn't there, for the Italian? That first arrow in the 4th end. Anything that you're spotting there? Is this all about what you're talking about, being a conscious release?
Yeah, I think it's just a difference in pressures. We saw a little twitch on the one before. She's just not relaxed enough. Needs to keep that nice big holistic movement going. I think Tatiana is just, she's punching her way there, and she's being consistent and solid.
Well, I called it early, but actually, Andrea Virgilio, you have another chance here. She's going to shoot first in the 5th and final end. 2 behind, needs to put some pressure on here. Well, the lead just opened up. So close, isn't it?
Really is. Big deep breath. And another.
Well, you talk about a big deep breath. That's what's required here. Really big arrow here just to give herself a fighting chance. Finishes with a 10. A 140. A 7 though will do it here, and we've had nothing but 9s and 10s from Andrievskaia. A relaxed 9 to finish things off, and a brilliant performance from the athlete from the RAF here, finishing with a 143 to 140. Hey, it's not bad from the Italian, but 9s and 10s across the board for Tatiana Andrievskaia, and she is the world champion. I think she was just more consistent throughout the match.
Yeah, she really was. You know, we talked about her, the way she's executing those shots. Hey, didn't matter, did it? She was putting that dot in the middle. She was punching them into the middle, and that was enough. Great shooting from her. 143 out of 150. Fantastic shooting, and a world champion.
Yeah, brilliant performance from Tatiana Andrievskaia. 9s and 10s is what was needed, and 9s and 10s is what she delivered for the world title. She is the compound women's individual world champion of 2022.